Welcome everyone to another job balancing video. So in early October 2021, Nexon updated skills across all the job classes. Last week I did a video on the changes to the Corsair, and today I'll be focusing on what changes have been made to the Jett pirate class. First, I'll start off by covering what skills were made passive, as there are a number of them. The following skills have been changed over to passive, meaning that you don't need to worry about casting them anymore. Bounty Chaser, Slipstream Suit, and Gravity Booster. So overall, I think it's a good thing that they've been made passive because it means you just don't need to worry about having them casted all the time. You can reduce your macros for skill casting and just change your key setup so that you don't have to worry about having them on there, not that you could put them on there anymore. Anyway, one of the Jett's main attacking skills, Planet Buster, has had the amount of enemy hits on each skill cast increased from 6 hits to 10. No other changes have been made to it. Strike Force Showdown has had a little bit of attention given to it. So this is the Jett's version of Headshot for the Corsair. So what the skill does is it combines when using Star Force Salvo, so it activates automatically, which is a lot better to what the Corsair has, to be honest, because the Corsair you need to stop using rapid fire and then pause to use a skill that has a cooldown on it. So what happened with this one though was it's had its attack range increased by 11%. It turns out that there was a flaw in the skill where when it combined with Star Force Salvo, when Star Force Salvo had its range hyper skill point applied, the range increase did not apply to Strike Force Showdown, meaning that it would not activate. This range increase will ensure that it doesn't occur anymore. No other changes have been made to the skill. Backup Beatdown, which is a slightly altered version of the Xenon's Beamdance, has had its attack interval reduced, as well as having Strike Force Showdown added to have a chance of it activating at a 10% chance. I've given it a little bit of a go to see if I could get it to activate on some mobs, but I think what you would need to do is find some mobs that you don't one-hit KO, or try it out during a boss fight and then you might see it activating then, since I think only during boss fights I see Strike Force Showdown activate when I'm using Star Force Salvo. Gravity Crush has had its attack interval reduced by 1/3. Along with that, we're also seeing the duration of the skill reduced from 30 seconds to 10 seconds. I think the overall idea of this change is to have a higher damage output for the skill while reducing the amount of time it's active. So by reducing the attack interval as well as having the final stage of Gravity Crush occurring at a faster rate, it just means that the skill goes off faster, and while it still does have the same cooldown in place, it means you can go along to casting other skills. So I did enjoy the duration of it being 30 seconds because you could have it there attacking in the corner, almost like a turret mount. But this way it's attacking faster, and it could be more useful during boss fights. I'm not sure how much more useful it would be during training. Bionic Resilience, which is a hyper skill, has been enabled to be casted while in motion, as well as having its % max HP increase removed, as well as removing the damage reduction effect. It has, however, received an increase to the abnormal and elemental status resistance from 15 to 100. A cooldown has been added, which is 180 seconds, and they've also added in a buff which has the chance of affecting the overall chance of Strike Force Showdown activating. Turret deployment has also been enabled so you can cast it while in the air. Unfortunately, no other changes have been made to this little skill, which is a shame because it really does need all the help it can get because it's quite a disappointing summon. Overall, I think this is a positive change for the Jett. This class has always been a fascinating one to study, to see what Global MapleStory decides to do with its special little class. It's a class which has had its history rewritten and its skills redeveloped. A number of these changes show that there are a few glitches behind the scenes with the skills, such as like with Strike Force Showdown, how it wasn't activating at a certain attacking range. But for anyone who's looking for a fun new main or a secondary character, I'd highly recommend having a look at this one. Thank you very much for watching this video and making it to the end. Next week I'll be focusing on the Xenon. If you're looking for more content, feel free to check out the Corsair job change video that I posted last week, as well as checking out any of my ongoing Pokemon content. See you next time.